Let's have a look at question 14 in this video. So we have many studies on rats have established that grilled meat causes cancer. Now the government cannot regulate home cooking methods, so he wants to discourage the consumption of barbecued meat. Now he wants to place a 100% tax on sellers of charcoal briquettes, so the producers, the supply side. Suppose the demand for charcoal before tax was the following function and the supply was this function over here. And we measure the quantity in number of 10 kilo bags. Let's look at question A. What is the equilibrium price and quantity before the tax? So let's solve it over here. Now this is going to be pretty fast because we have the demand function, the supply function, we can make them equal. So we will have the price from the demand side must coincide with the price from the supply side, meaning that 120 minus 2 times the quantity demanded, and in the beginning it's wise to write QD or QS to know which side is which. So this is the quantity demanded for the demand side, and here we have 30 plus quantity supplied. Now that we have the equation and we will take the quantities on one side, we can leave just one Q, one quantity, because that's going to be our equilibrium quantity that we're looking after. 120 minus 30, it's going to be 90. Q plus 2Q is going to be 3 quantity in equilibrium, meaning that the quantity in equilibrium in the market is 30 units. That's going to be the quantity. We want to find out the price. Because the price is either of this function, since this is an equation, we can just substitute it in one of them. Let's substitute it in the supply because it's faster. It's just 30 plus 30. Now if you work this out, the equilibrium price will be 30 plus 30, which is equal to 60. So this is what's happening before the tax. So these are the data before tax. Now let's go below and work it out after the tax, because that's question B. What's going to be the equilibrium price and quantity after the tax? And what's 100% tax? So we have 100% tax for the supply. 100% means that the price of the supply side doubles. So let's see how that looks like. Let's go here below and we'll have the following. In part B, we have the price demanded as it was. The demand side is not affected, but the price supplied is going to increase by 100%, meaning that it's going to double. So we will have 2 times the price of the supply side. The seller is going to double the price, literally, to compensate for the tax, because he still wants to keep money in his pocket. Now let's see how that affects the equilibrium. So the demand is the same function as here, 120 minus 2 times the quantity demanded. Now on the supply we will have 2 times the function of the supply, which was 30 plus Q. So 30 plus quantity supplied. Let's work out the math here. So we will have 120 minus 2 times the quantity demanded is equal to 2 times 30, that's 60, plus 2 times Q, that's 2 quantity supplied. Let's get the numbers on one side, the quantities on the other side. So 120 minus 60, that's 60. 2 quantity plus 2 quantity, it's 4 quantity in equilibrium. The quantity after the tax is going to be equal to 60 divided by 4, which is 15 units. And the price, same logic, we're going to substitute in either of the function. Let's just do it over here in the supply. The price in equilibrium will be 60 plus 2 times 15. That's 60 plus 2 times 15 is 90. That's going to be the price. And by the way, for the sake of the argument, for the proof, let's just substitute it into the demand price to just check that it is indeed the same. Well, if we do it over here, we will have that the equilibrium price is 120 minus 2 times the equilibrium quantity, 2 times 15. 120 minus 30 is again 90. So we can see that they indeed coincide. That's just to play a bit with the numbers to get comfortable with both. So what's the data after the tax? It's a price of 90, quantity 15. And I hope this will make sense, because what we see is that after tax the quantity demanded falls since the price is higher, so it's 90, whereas before it used to be only 60 and the quantity in equilibrium in the market was 30, so people were able to buy more. I guess this is quite intuitive. Now let's leave it like that for this video. In the next video we're gonna go through part C.